Okay, today we're doing linear programming word problems. It's the same as yesterday. We're still finding the max and the min. We're still graphing. We're still shading. We're still finding the x-intercepts and y-intercepts and intersection points. And we are maximizing the profit. So today we're not going to be finding the minimum, we're only caring about the maximum, because that's what they say right here. Maximize my profit, please. That's what they want. So we need to write the profit equation right here. What is the profit equation? Well, if we read the whole thing, a small company manufactures two products, radios and Blu-ray players. The radio's profit is $15 and the Blu-ray profit is $35. How about that? $35. Blu-ray, $35. So we need to decide one of them's X and one of them's Y. So let's just choose, it doesn't matter which one, so I'm going to pick radios X and Blu-ray player will be Y. There we go. Oh, Blu-ray is Y, radio is X. So I get $15 for every radio, so I'm going to write the profit I make at my place is 15X plus $35 for every Blu-ray player I make. So I've got this little factory going, right? And that's going to tell me the maximum profit. Okay, so let's draw the graph. So we need, let's see, we'll get a line like this and a line like this. Let's do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's 30, and that's 20, and that's 10. And then we'll do the same thing up here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So that's 30, that's 20, that's 10. We did it. And we're not going to make negative number of radios or negative number of Blu-ray players, so we don't need that left side. So what does that mean? That means automatically, we know we have to graph to the right of this one and above this one. Because, why? I can't make negative Blu-ray players, so there can never be any numbers over here on this side or over here on this side down. Can't be anything like that. So, we can only graph above everything in that first quadrant is what we want. Okay, let's write some equations. Due to demand, the company must produce at least 5, but not more than 25 radios. So at least 5, but not more than 25. Now, believe it or not, it sounds crazy, but it is easy to do because X is radios, and so our numbers need to be between 25 and 35. So that means the smallest number of radios that I can make need to be 5, and the biggest number of radios I can make is 25. So look at that. So it has to be everything in between there, right? Everything in between there. So I can make 16 radios if I want to, or 10, or 22 radios, right? But I cannot make 3 radios. That's not allowed. I cannot make 27 radios. Why? Because it says that. The least amount is 5. The most is 25. So there's my first equation. And it happens to be 2 vertical lines. Okay? What's the next one? The number of radios cannot exceed the number of Blu-ray players. So we can have the same number, but we can't have more radios. So what's that tell me about radios? Radios have to be less than or equal to Blu-ray players. Right? So we can write that. We can say radios have to be less than or equal to Blu-ray players. Okay. Well, I would say, if we say radios are less than Blu-ray, then we can say Blu-rays are greater than radios, right? So we can draw that line. We'll make that one blue, huh? Blue. So this one's blue. So I draw the line y equals x, right? Because what I'm drawing is y equals x. That's the line I'm drawing. So that happens right here, and then right here, and then right here. I'm just doing 10, 10, and 15, 15, and 20, 20, and 25, 25, and 30, 30, and like that. So my blue line is just going to go, come on baby, straight, be as straight as you can. Okay, there we go. Now it says x is smaller than y, so that means y is bigger than x. X is smaller than y. We're shading above. We're shading above. So everything above the blue line and between the red lines, that's what we need. Let's see if we can get a different color here. Let's try. I don't know if green works or not. So we did this one. The radios cannot. Oops, that was blue. We got to make sure we keep track of what we did. Radios cannot exceed Blu-ray players. That one was blue. Okay. So the green. Let's talk about green now. Green, green, green. And it says Blu-ray cannot exceed 30. Well, what is that? Blu-ray cannot exceed 30. That would mean that the Y values have to be smaller than, I guess that's not working very well. Let's use yellow. Yellow is very nice. There we go. The Y values have to be smaller than 30. Greater than, or less than, or equal to 30. Because it says the most you can make is 30. Cannot exceed 30. Right? So we're going to have a line right here. Cannot exceed means you have to make less. Right? Well, it looks like I know what my shaded area is. Look at my shaded area. My shaded area has to be everything in here. So that's a little quadrilateral, huh? Everything in there. Good. Now I have to find some corners. Let's see. This corner is very easy to find because what's the red line? The red line is 5. What's the yellow line? The yellow line is 30. Ha ha. That was 530. That was easy, huh? Here, the other red line is 25. And 30. So that's this dot. Yay, we found that one. We found that one. And this one's not hard either because the blue line is for y equals x. So what's x? On the red line, it's 25. So the red line is 25. That means the blue line is 25 as well. All right. And then, so we got that one. We got that one. Remember, we do not care about this one because we don't care about this guy right here because it's not inside the shaded area. right? That point right there, this point right here. Even though it's an intersection point, we don't care about it. It's not inside my green area. Okay. What's the other dot? The other dot's down here. And remember, the blue line is where y equals x, and the red line is where x is 5. Okay, so we got 5, 5. Yay! Now, what's our profit? Well, here's our profit. We got the profit right here. Beep, 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 beep. So, I need to put each corner in there and see which one gives me the biggest profit. I want the most money. I want my factory to make the most money. So let's label these. So I'm going to say this one's point A, and this one is point B, and this one's point C, and this one's point D. Okay? So we'll write our little table right here so we don't run out of room. A, 5 times 15, right? I'm putting 5, 5 here. So I have to put 5 in that spot, and I have to put 5 in that spot. So 5 times 15 plus 5 times 35. We can do that. 5 times 15 plus 5 times 35. That's 250 bucks. So A gives me 250 bucks. All right. That is the profit for A. But what about point B? Right? Point B is 530. So I put 5 times 15 plus 30 times 35. Really? Oh, that's much bigger. 1,000. We put the little dollar sign. 1,125. How about that? How about point C? 25 times both of these guys. So 15 times 25 plus 35 times 25. Oh my goodness. That is 1,250. Well, that's just a little bit bigger. And then how about point D? 25 and 30. So we're going to do 15 times 25 plus 35 times 30. Kaboom. And that gives me the maximum. 1425. So if you were if this was your factory, you would tell the foreman of your factory, hey, I want you guys to make 25 radios and 30 Blu-ray players, right? Because this is point D. This is point D. And you have to answer the question. When it's a word problem, you have to answer the question with the context of the problem. So to get the maximum profit, in order to get the maximum profit, we are going to have right here, let's use, what color is that? Maximum profit, we need to make, what did we say? 25 radios and 30 Blu-ray. Right? So the answer to the question is what advice you give to the factory owner, or you tell the foreman, what do I have to do? You know, because he wants to know, what do I have to do? And you want to make the maximum profit. Well, we just figured out the maximum profit happens right there at that corner, 25, 30. Yay! We're done. Hallelujah. See if you can do today's homework. Bye.